Illegal raves have been around for many years and attract many people. But with the rise of COVID-19, there have been a lot more in the public eye. Why is this? What are free parties? And how do they affect the people around them? Illegal raves, otherwise known as free parties, are free electronic music events that originated in the mid-1980s. Taking place illegally in warehouses, woods and fields, the motives for these parties range from political statements to people just wanting to have a good time. Since the 1980s, they have evolved greatly, but so has the law designed to prevent them. After the famous 1992 week-long free festival at Castle Morton, UK government passed the Criminal Justice Act in 1994. This act criminalised unlicensed music events such as these, and also gave police new powers that made it harder for organisers to throw their raves. This drove free party culture deeper underground, but with new lockdown restrictions imposed, they have become increasingly more widespread. I then interviewed a well-known partygoer who wished to remain anonymous.
I've been going to free parties for about 3 or 4 years now, I think. One of my mutual friends was going to one and she was telling us all about it, so we all thought we'd go. And then we just got really into them and just started messaging all of our other friends who knew about them, and we would just go with big groups. Yeah, I guess there has been a lot more people because of lockdown and coronavirus. There's not really anything else to do, and free parties are always there, like regardless of the pandemic. So I'd definitely say they've become more popular.
In July of 2020, there was a free party near my local area, not far from Bath, that attracted over 3,000 people. I spoke to a local resident who was there the night it happened. The man I spoke to did not wish to be recorded, but he told me he had lived at the site of the rave for over 30 years. He said the noise started at about 11 PM and kept him up most of the night. Despite the lack of sleep, he wasn't annoyed, as no rubbish was left behind. He told me that the location was left clean and tidy, and that the partygoers were only having fun, so it didn't bother him. However, not all local residents shared his view. One man tweeted he had given up trying to sleep and that there are a lot of angry, sleep-deprived locals. Some blamed the police, with one woman saying, "I got woken up at 5. I think the police should have stopped it in the first place, and the organisers were clearly not intimidated or worried about the police presence." I interviewed retired Metropolitan Police Officer Mark Dorrington to get his take on illegal rave policing.
I don't think most people mind if you're in a hangar somewhere and you're off your tits on stuff and everyone's partying, no one gets hurt, it's all fine, they'll go home in the morning, that's great. But when it's in somewhere over not far from here and it's all spilling out at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and things are getting trashed and people are driving home off their heads and crashing, and it's all the bits that go with it. And so when cops come in and try and do something about it, they just think they're trying to spoil their fun.
Yeah.
But you know, you can see why they go in.
Yeah.
When they can go in, and as I say, you know, it's often that they're outnumbered and don't go in, and then they get flack from the local residents who are saying, "Why aren't you doing anything about it?" And there's that one up at Charmy Down the year before last or whatever. I don't think they got anybody up there to sort it out till about 8 o'clock in the morning. By the time they mustered enough troops to get up there.
So it seems that illegal raves are something that are very hard to police. And what with the pandemic causing more and more legal venues to shut down, I think we will see a lot more of them in the future.